You hungry, Dwayne?
Don't make you hungry. You work at a restaurant. What do you mean you're hungry?
That was at noon time.
So how's everybody been? Since I saw everybody last, it's been a while. Congratulations to everybody that won this past weekend. Good deal. Got another club participation trophy.
Yeah, sure did.
These are here so that whoever wants to take one home can. We don't need them all at the house, and of course, this one over here is kind of taking over the room and filling it up with trophies. So,
I'm running out of space.
I was actually thinking about that when I saw your post on Facebook, like, where am I putting all these things in?
I have a china cabinet full, I have a bookshelf full, and I have stuff sitting in the floor.
We just need to make a storage building full of trophies.
Well, my idea is to revamp the garage, but that's gonna take a little while.
Yeah.
I'd like to do it kind of sort of like your garage at your house. Do some shelves along both sides and get rid of all that garbage that's in there and just put the trophies in there.
hey, when you build me a workable garage, we can do that to that one.
Yeah.
But birthdays for this month. Tony, his birthday is next Saturday.
Yay. Sunday.
Sunday, yes.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Spencer has birthday on the 19th, 17th.
Spencer's birthday's on the 17th?
9/17.
Oh, okay.
My son is the 16th.
Who's this?
My son,
Son. Oh, very good.
and my grandson's the 15th.
My dad's is the 20th.
You said 17?
Yes, sir.
What's-
9/17.
What's the year?
99.
99? Awesome.
He really enjoyed going this past weekend too, with his motorcycle. And,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
great.
winning something was really neat for him, you know.
What's going on, man? Of course, we got rained out of our cruise in, and that stinks, but that's all right. I got an email from somebody the other day, and then I've contacted him, we talked a little bit. He's a musician, and he's been making trips back and forth to Myrtle Beach. And he said he's kind of getting tired of it. He's like back and forth at Myrtle Beach 2, 3, maybe 4 times a week, sometimes doing shows. And so he asked if we would want him to come and play at ours. And my first thought was, I ain't gonna be able to afford you, dude. But something told me to call him and talk to him anyway, so I called him, and he said he normally charges $50 an hour. So that'd be $200. I thought, well, it's a bit more affordable than I thought it would be. And I told him we had a DJ, and he said, well, let me ask you this, what do you pay your DJ? I said, $100. He goes, that's for 4 hours? I said, yeah. He goes, I just want to stay in town, so if you guys will have me, I'll do it. And he shot me a link. Of course, he's sent me his Facebook link and all this kind of stuff, but he plays all different kinds of music, beach music, jazz, all kinds of different stuff. He's kind of a one-man band kind of thing. He's got a keyboard that he plays, and he's got background tracks that he uses. So I told him I'd run it by everybody, see what they thought. My only thing is the DJ's been good to us.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They're good to us, but
Yeah,
it's like, we don't get any more this time, right?
yeah, no, and that's kind of my fault too, but I wanted everybody to know what was going on. You know, Yeah.
How about if we just use the musician maybe for the kickoff and for the last one, like, kinda like the special thing, and then DJ Darren can do the in-between months? Like, have the live music to kick it off, and then the live music at
To
the
end it.
end.
It'd be something different, wouldn't
It might draw more people.
Be interesting to see the feedback.
it? Now, he's
Yeah.
gonna need a generator and all that, right?
Yeah. Pete, most of you guys know Pete with the white '89 Corvette. Pete's got a generator he was ready to bring to our last cruise in, cause, Boswell's in Maine for like a month or two. So Pete's got no problem bringing his generator, to hook up to, so that's no problem there. But yeah, same deal, he said he's willing to do announcements and things like that, so, just like the DJ was doing. But anyway, wanted to let you guys know what was going on with that. And, but yeah, I'm thinking the DJ's been good to us, and he even offered to play at the Highway 55 cruise in. Yeah, for free, no charge. He's like, you guys are paying me to do this, he said, I'll throw that in too. But, I'm not so sure about having him set up in front of Highway 55 with the music going and the sidewalk and everything.
Glows and post feed and everything.
Yeah. So that's the only reason I hadn't really had him come out to do that, but he did offer. So, I don't know, you guys might know this guy's name's Johnny Cobb. But he sent me a bunch of stuff about himself, and he's performed with all kinds of different people. But he was with, Ronnie Millsap, I think it was, for a while, and, he played with a bunch of stuff. But I'll get back in touch with him and tell him what our thoughts are. Do you have any other news or anything before Dwayne gets started on his stuff there?
We made contact with another club or I did, at the car show at the church, at the Durham car show, and it was the Bull City. I could never tell what he was saying for the last, but they have Corvettes and other types of cars too in their club, but they were interested in coming and being a featured club at one of our cruise-ins. He did call me back on Monday, and they are booked up for September and October already. They want to be the first featured club for the first cruise-in March for next year. And I have his contact information, so I'll give that to him. But the other thing that he wanted to put out to us was that if the club ever needed help with anything, that they would love to do whatever they could do as, together to help if we, like, for instance, if we wanted to do a car show or if we needed help with a special project. They said they love doing stuff like that. So something to keep in mind. They might even would sponsor part of the cruise-in that we might be able to be, as long as we advertise their club. It's just a thought.
Where are they from?
The most of them are from around the Durham area. They are gonna be coming to the cruise-in on the 28th, but they did, I think I've already told them, I guess we have the Mopar, club as the featured club for September. And then they had a commitment for October. But they're gonna come.
Okay, we got the Dodgers are coming for September.
Yes.
They were supposed to be last month.
Right.
And we told the Rusty Nuts they were gonna be for this month.
Oh.
I
Well,
thought that we had somebody else.
Unless we can just feature them both, have them one.
we're gonna have to now,
Yeah,
because I didn't remember that.
Yeah, we could do that. I don't think
So-
that's a problem. We have plenty of room.
Yeah.
The Mopar Club, I talked to the president for quite a while, probably 30 minutes. And he used to be in drag racing and so on and so forth. But this past Saturday, I told him about Durham. I said, it's a pretty good car show, and he said, we go to Roanoke. And, he said, it's hundreds and hundreds of cars. He said, maybe next year, your club and our club could go together. So I said, hey, well, you know, we'll talk about that.
The Dodge Club said that?
A Mopar club, that's what I was just thinking, a Mopar club wanted to go
Usually
with.
they go
what's the
away
list?
from
Go with
everybody,
it?
don't want anything to
I
do with
know.
it.
Well, I've made some pretty good friends out of that club,
I'm not saying,
and
one
I've been
guy
hanging
used-
around with them,
a
so.
couple of years ago, I used to talk to the president at the time, he had a
Mhm.
Jeep, one of the Jeeps with the big engine and stuff in there.
I'm not sure he's the president now.
This guy's got, what, he's got the same kind of car as Robert.
Miles on it.
What is it? Challenge.
Yeah, his name's Tim,
Yeah.
yeah.
But this was when Norton was going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cause I know I've invited a bunch of Mopar people here and there and never seen them show up. And good thing is, I'm glad we got this Mopar team, group showing up. There's a bunch of good guys there.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll talk to you, but I said, most of the time they wanna hang by themselves and
Yeah.
don't wanna be, that's why I was surprised they
Yeah.
do something with us.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe
we've
they're
got,
branching out.
Yeah.
we've got 4 car clubs now. We've got, Triad City Chevy Club. We've got what's the car club with the classics and
Timeless Cruisers.
Timeless Cruisers, the Mopar, and then this other club.
You got Rusty Nuts too.
Everyone's
That's
there.
5 of them then, so, that's good, that's good.
I was talking to Jimmy Saturday to try it, they're losing a lot of their people.
Yeah.
Their club's shrinking big time.
Yeah,
They said the president, the vice president, as soon as the car show was over, walked away from the club.
and the secretary, they all quit.
Yeah.
Try it, Chip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had the feeling that was coming because Chuck, the guy that was president, is the guy that did the interior of my car. And he didn't like the way that he was thrust into being president. So, he didn't say that he didn't want to belong to the club, he just didn't want to be president. So, that happens,
But they didn't have much of a turnout at that show.
4 cars.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about anything else before we get into this? Okay.
We'll save the study stuff for later.
Okay. We pretty much have, 3, well, we have on the 14th is Bethlehem. And on the 21st is the Burlington Club. And then on the 5th is Davis Street United Methodist, right? Are you part of the Davis Street United Methodist car show?
Very well. Very well.
Okay.
That's the one my mom did is.
It's okay. Need another pen?
I'll share you.
Anybody else need a pen? Okay, this Friday, of course, is the Gibsonville Cruise-In. I don't know what the weather's gonna be like Friday. Supposedly, it's gonna be really nice here. Thursday, probably not real nice. And then, of course, Saturday, the Center Street Car Show is in Goldsboro. We went last year. David Cook, Josh, Crystal, who else was with us? Steve Cunningham.
Who was that at?
It's in Goldsboro,
I
right?
thought the one we went to in Goldsboro was at the That's what we went to,
Yeah.
where we won the
Well,
$200.
where is the Center Street? Remember we walked
I don't
to,
know.
we walked to Subway, that long walk? Wasn't that Center Street car show, Goldsboro?
Mhm.
Well, that's about 2 hours.
I don't think I've ever been to that one.
Yeah, 'cause obviously the one we went to had the wheels of the
Right.
Camaros at the dealership.
Right,
They were all dirty and nasty.
right,
Yeah. You're talking about because they can't even clean their cars to sell them.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one.
See if you can find it on Cruising Carolina magazine. Center Street car show.
While they're looking for that one, I wanna throw this out. You guys remember, Dale from, Whole Vets? And we went to, a show last year, was their first one. Then they had a couple of them. Pistons for Patriots was the first one we went to. But Dale contacted me and said that they, the town of Angier, has told them they would sponsor a show for him. It's to honor the military, and, it's November 9th. Registration begins at 10:30, and awards will be around 4. They're gonna have bouncy houses and vendors and bands playing and all kinds of stuff, all that until 6:30. But it's a big to-do that Andrew's putting on. But he invited us to go there, and it's gonna be a little better than an hour and a half, I think, to Andrew. But he said it should be a really good deal there. But I wanted to tell you guys about that. And Dale keeps in contact with me. And I think I've explained what Whole Vets is before. Does everybody remember that? They help people that are leaving the military to transition and to find jobs. And him and another couple of people are the ones that put that together, and he said it's just grown tremendously over the past 2 years. And so they're always doing something for that. And the first show was a little bit iffy, but it was a good show overall. But they're getting better as they go along.
I found the Center Street. Did
You
you
found
find
it?
it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying, reading up on their info.
Where is it at?
Center Street, Goldsboro.
It's Goldsboro, okay.
I
Yeah.
don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
It's at the Poultry Festival.
Yeah, no, I didn't do that.
Wow.
Yeah, Poultry Festival.
Chickens.
Yeah.
There's a cruise in Friday.
No.
I have to work that day anyways.
Yeah, I don't think that's the one we were thinking of.
Yeah.
It's, the coordinator is with WayneCountyCruisers.com. $20 entry fee.
Does it say specialty awards and
Yep.
top 30?
Yep, top 30 and specialty awards including best of show.
Anybody interested in going to that? Also, I got the Pilot Mountain Cruise in. That ought to be really, really packed. The high temperature Saturday is supposed to be 78. Clear skies after this
Yeah, if you
hurricane.
don't get up there early, though, you don't get a spot.
Yeah, well, I was thinking, me and Brian had talked about it, there's a way that, don't y'all go the back way? It's like real curvy roads, it's real fun to drive.
Have you guys ever been down, it's kind of, what, you wind up coming into Pilot Mountain, not from the highway, but from another direction.
Yeah.
And this one particular road can really test your car and your driving ability.
64, I'm not positive, the road.
It is
There's like
a
three
lot
different
of
roads
fun.
going. One of them, anybody know about Hillbilly Hideaway? We go down past there, all through the back.
That's a
road.
restaurant.
Takes
Yeah,
about,
yeah,
takes
that's
about
right, yeah.
an hour and
Yeah.
40 minutes from my house. We take the back road, go through Fort.
Highway 8 and 68, all
Yeah,
that down
yeah,
there,
that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I used to ride those motorcycles.
We ever think about this,
What is it?
the Coble cruising, that's in Liberty, the
Everything's
third
in
Sunday of the
Everything
month?
on your table, you just smash.
Like, Daniel
I've got the
Rooney.
flyer.
They've had it the last
Sunday.
couple of months, I know that.
I didn't know it was on Sunday.
It's on Sunday.
Where is it?
It's from, starts at 2 o'clock. It's the third Sunday. That might be something we'd like to check out.
It's on the cart. I can't think of the name of the
You can even go to that.
Oh, please.
That's true.
Fourth July.
Yep.
Does it say where it's at?
North Fayetteville Street, across from Liberty School.
Right.
That's the main street right there in the front, when you come down 49, you turn right onto it, and that's where it was when we went there the last
Okay.
time. It was.
It's not where it used to be then.
No, they moved it, I know
Okay.
that. But this is what it's
Oh,
gonna
that's
look
on
like.
Custom, both of them.
Yeah.
Liberty's a big town.
No, you just gotta find,
Yeah,
North
okay.
Fayetteville. Just says Liberty School.
I can do that.
What do you guys think? Was that something that it'd be incredible in your car, going those curves in your car?
I would love to, but I will be out of town.
Oh, okay.
But, I really wanna go to one of those Powder Mountain things.
It's
Oh,
fun.
boy.
I really do.
Oh, this
I won't be back till the 14th.
This Saturday ought to be really something. With the weather and
So what
everything.
time would we
I'm
want to go there? I
inconvenienced.
have to work. I don't get
We
out
can't,
till
we
4.
can't park.
No,
Yeah.
Tina's
This is-
surgery's
this-
Thursday,
yeah, it's my
so
weekend off.
we're off, we're out.
Okay.
When I go, I get my wife in the car by promising her supper. And there's a place there called Soppers, Josh? It's kind of like a poor man's Olive Garden. And, leaving at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, perfectly fine with me. I would just like to go
Dennis and me are going Saturday.
to Powell Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're taking the back roads. Probably leave about 7:30.
Oh, you're going in the morning?
Yeah. We don't,
It
I
says,
don't do good driving through those roads at night.
it says 3 to 9.
You go up to Pot Mountain, that's when the bands and stuff start, about 3
Oh,
o'clock.
yeah, you have to get there like
But
really early.
all day long, you'll
Yeah,
have
they have
cars
live bands
all over the
and
place.
shit out
You
there.
have all kinds of cars coming up and down the road.
Well, they say some of the cars, you can go out the day before and park on the street.
Yeah, we get up there like 9:30 in the morning, and it's hard to find a barbecue.
Yeah, because they say some of the cars go out there the night before and just park.
They have a raffle out there, they have t-shirt sales, they have everything.
We actually saw it at the Hot Wheels when we went.
We did.
Yeah, that's one, I wanted to do that before it's over with.
It is
There's
really
only one
something.
left.
And I believe
I know,
there is
that's what I'm
one
saying,
more.
yeah.
There is one more.
Yeah,
One more
that's
is
why I
not-
said I'm gonna have to make the last one, yeah.
The last one.
What about you and Brenda, Tony? Would you be interested in going to Pilot Mountain
It is,
this Saturday?
I don't know yet.
The next one's October 5th.
And that'll be the last one.
That'll be the last one.
Are we leaving now?
I would like to go to Pilot Mountain, whether we take that back road or we don't, I don't care. I'd like to go.
Oh, I can't go at 9:30 because I have to work.
I'm not interested in going in the morning.
He goes in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We always go in the morning, park, walk around, watch all the cars
Places
coming
with
up and down the
crowd that
street.
get out till 4.
Last time we were Hell's Angels came in.
I'm
They got a
assuming
micro bar
people
there.
go too.
Actually, that one, he had to stay outside and park the motorcycles.
I just want to drive more so than actual cruising.
Okay, there's some of us that wanna go to Pilot Mountain, and I don't care what time I go, whether it's noon or 4 o'clock or whatever, so let's just talk about it, figure out. Okay, Highway 55 cruise-in is a week from Thursday, which is the 12th. We wanna keep going to that. And then 13th, of course, is Gibsonville. Now, the 14th is the Bethlehem car show in Altamaha. Whatever happened to the, donation that we were gonna give them? Or did we still wanna do that, or what?
I don't know, is it something we wanna do? It was
It
never
might be too
really.
late.
It's not, he just came and talked to me the other day. He was trying to get Jeff to donate some to him. He said he's up for it whenever, but,
Now, that amount, $250, is that something that he suggested, or?
well, we can do whatever. I mean, if we wanted to do $100, he'd appreciate it.
Oh, I'm
The
sure.
last time I talked to him, I think he said he was $500 short of making his goal, but he had some other people he could talk to, so I hadn't talked to him to see if he's made it or not.
How many people here wanna go to that? I've never been, I wanna go.
I wanna go
Yeah,
right.
Bethlehem.
I would look at that one.
That's a good one.
What,
Yeah.
what are the hours? Is it
Oh,
like
we
a
should
normal,
not-
like 9 to 3 kind of thing, or
It's what?
what are the hours?
Eight to three, I believe.
I think it's 8 AM to 3 PM, it's in Altamaha, so.
Yeah, so it's real close.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we've got we have a, family picnic at 3 o'clock, so we may have to leave a little bit early, but yeah, we'd love to go.
It's a really good show. He said, last year it got rained out and they had to reschedule while we were all at the
And we
beach.
was all at the beach, yeah.
He said they still had over 100 cars there.
Really?
And we brought home the trophy last year.
What's that?
We still had enough to win a trophy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really?
jeez.
Yeah, cause when you rescheduled it, you called us like, well, we're gonna be at the beach.
Yeah,
Is that at the Bethlehem Christian Church?
yes.
I love Google.
It's right down the road from Ace
Oh,
Speedway.
and speaking of that,
XJ Speedway is gone.
we,
Huh?
They closed it down.
Did
they
it?
closed
Ace
it.
Speedway?
Really?
Oh, my goodness.
Interesting.
About a month ago. Somebody said they heard cars out there last week, but all the signs and everything are gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they had a
They might
big
be
race,
out
they
there
had a big
practicing.
race back, Friday night over there.
Then I don't know, maybe someone else bought them and reopened it, I don't know. But they said that they were closing down, because a bunch of guys going about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and they said this is the last race.
Yeah.
And then the next day I ran back by there, because I live out that way, and all the signs, Ace Speedway, all were gone. Just whiteboards,
Wow.
so I don't know.
The pictures look good.
It's 8 AM to 3 PM, is that correct? I didn't write down the time, I should have. For the
That sounds
Bethlehem.
about right.
You wanna meet at 7:15, somewhere,
You guys wanna meet at our house?
and, your house?
Well, we're right over there, in the front of your house. Doesn't matter to us.
What's that?
If you wanna meet at our house, we can rendezvous from there, or if you guys wanna meet somewhere on University, whatever you wanna do. Chick-fil-A on University or something,
Okay, so we would go from your house through,
through Gibsonville,
oh, okay,
up through Elon.
oh, yeah.
So last year, some of us met at Bojangles, and then we drove up and met up with some other people right there on 87 at one of the stores there, and went in.
Whatever you wanna do.
Bojangles?
Bojangles is always good.
I like Bojangles.
Which one was it?
Which one?
There's not really one.
We met up one in, Brady, and then went up 87.
That's
That one,
that's gonna be backtracking for people though.
I think that was.
I know, I was just
the
saying that's.
people from that direction met there, and then came up, met people up here.
I don't even know why I'm talking, I'm not even going, I got work.
I'll be meeting you guys there, because I just live down the street from there.
Right, but going to university for the rest of us, that might be a good central spot.
University Avenue, you're saying?
University
University
Drive.
Drive.
Over there where Target's at, she said Chick-fil-A, but the parking lot over there is hard to
Yeah.
get in and out of.
That's
so
true.
That upper end of where the Target's at.
Oh, it needs to be at Highway 55, because we don't know where that is.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'd have
But
a
there's
traffic.
The only-
no, there's no
well,
breakfast
I don't
people
know.
there.
Is there a traffic light right there at that one to pull out and go left?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
I was like, well, yeah,
highway,
you made a good point, if y'all gonna eat, if nobody wants to grab breakfast, there's nothing to grab breakfast there.
It could be at the Waffle House.
now you're talking.
The Waffle House right there. Firestone and Waffle House? You don't do
Yeah.
that?
First it was Bojangles, now it's.
Either
Waffle
one.
House.
Either-
It's like I ate a biggie.
He's just in the food.
Okay, I don't care. Waffle House, Highway 55, Bojangles, you guys pick
Well, you're
one.
not gonna get anything to eat at Highway 55 at that early in the morning.
I don't even know if it's open
No,
there.
it's not.
Oh, okay.
No, they want to start lunch.
If people wanted to get some breakfast, Waffle House is definitely open.
But you gotta meet there extra early.
Unless they have sheet.
Yeah, that takes a long time.
We haven't had our shoot at that one yet.
Not yet. Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah, it's on the good part. Yeah, you're right over there. so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good on that part.
Can we get out? Is there a traffic light there at Waffle House? Can we
Yeah.
all get out?
Mm-hmm.
You go around the back of
Go around,
Firestone.
yeah.
Okay. We're gonna leave Waffle House at 7:30. So if you wanna go in and get a waffle, then get there plenty early so that we can leave at 7:30.
Okay.
That's right on University.
Yeah.
Right at Firestone.
I'm gonna have to
Okay.
bring my toothbrush.
You gonna get them off.
I have to brush my teeth after syrup.
Yeah.
Just a rule, huh?
It is. Okay, so we're gonna put down for the 14th, Waffle House on University. Whatever time you wanna get there, but we're leaving 7:30.
Did you hear that headshot?
Already on the calendar.
Okay, good. Hope we get a lot of cars going there, that'd be fun. Okay, Friday, the 20th is the Gibsonville, and then the 21st is, George, I called it Ruritan Car Show, is that the actual name of it?
It's really Mountain View, real thing.
Mountain View, okay, I'm sorry. And what, is it 9 to 1? What's the time of your,
I believe it's 9 to 2.
I handed out all the flyers he gave me, so.
I have one at home that's sitting on the kitchen
Oh,
counter with the other ones.
got a bunch for you.
But I forgot.
But you're pretty sure it starts at 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then,
And the
okay,
gas station on 49, or that sheet's on 49.
Yeah, that's where we, yeah, the
sheets on 49?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the newer one, yeah.
Yeah.
If you go
Sheets.
late there, you got to go out 49, I think you're going to Cedar Rock Park.
Mhm.
You know,
cut that down.
Go to the end of that road and make left and first driveway.
Yeah. Okay,
What time?
it starts at 9, so we need to leave 8:45.
Yes, I'm okay. You get there.
Get there whatever time you want, if you wanna go in there and grab food or whatever, but we're gonna leave Sheets on Route 49 at 8:45. Okay, the 27th is the hospice, that's a Friday, and it's at, is it Dillard's, Josh?
Yeah. Where
By the movie
where it
theater?
has been.
They would like anywhere from 4 to 6 people to help them set up some things on Friday at 5 o'clock. So I'm gonna be there, I'll probably drag Josh along,
Yeah, I told you I would have.
okay.
No,
Where's it gonna be?
Dillard's.
Dillard's
Got that
and,
Indiana Dillard's.
Elements
Should be able to help
Crossing.
too.
Yeah.
We probably won't be there very long, but they just need some people to help set up a few things.
Use the address here, so GPS.
And of course, that night is the Gibsonville Cruise In.
What?
You
Oh, right.
Dwayne, how you see we help?
Good, good.
You know where BJ's is? You know where BJ's is? You know where BJ's is?
Yeah.
If you go to BJ's parking lot, you just go to the right, you go right in by the movie theater, right by Dylan's.
I'll tell you how, and Patrick will help. How's that?
Patrick, you've been being voluntold.
Yeah,
He said he could do it.
It happens.
I did say I could. I will.
Now, the next morning, of course, is our Cars and Coffee at Holly Hill Mall and our Cruise In. We'll talk to them the day before when we're helping them, set up, but they're gonna need some help parking cars. I still would like to go to Cars and Coffee, but I'm thinking if we get there at 7:30, just help them for a little while, then we can go. They said they just needed people parking cars, maybe set up a tent. So we can talk about it the day before on that Friday, or if somebody could come Saturday morning rather than Friday, you can do that too.
Dwayne, you're on the 28th, right?
Right.
I've got on my calendar that a halfway commitment to the Granddaddy's car show with Lonnie Graves.
Still happening?
Where's, oh, that's at the,
Yeah, cause he started passing out.
Yeah, he passed out flyers like a month ago.
Yeah, and we told him.
And we told him,
Same day.
I told him I would
Oh,
come.
Lonnie.
Yeah, cause he didn't know they were doing the hospice the same day.
I mean, I didn't 100% commit, but it's at Granddaddy's.
well, you know, after Cars and Coffee, I ought to go over there, cause he's usually comes to
He's
our
very
events.
Exactly, exactly. That's why I'm halfway committed, because I like Lonnie.
So I'm gonna be tired that day.
So
I-
what time does his stuff start on Saturday?
I put it at 11 a.m., but I don't know that that's right.
You want me to Facebook message him?
Yeah. See if
I
I
hadn't
can.
seen anything, I hadn't seen him repost anything on it.
Okay.
That's what time, I hadn't seen
Let's see,
anything about
I've got his,
reposting.
Is he,
I've got his phone number, so let me text him.
What time did he say that Lonnie's car show
They're
started?
saying
He thinks
11.
it's at 11, but he's gonna text.
Yeah, I just have, I put it on my calendar, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Is he calling it the, can somebody come pick me up car show?
Somebody come get him.
I mean, the flyer he handed out was nice. It was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a color flyer. I mean, if they
Right.
backed out, I would be surprised, because it was
So
a nice flyer.
What was the show for?
I don't know. I know it was at Granddaddy's.
Was it for his
but
church or?
I don't remember. I'll text him here, see if he can send me more information.
Yeah.
I know there's a retirement home or something that he's tied up with big time.
Yeah, I know he used to do a little
Cruising for them.
cruise-in kind of thing over there on Vaughn Road
Yeah.
at the retirement place over there. I took my bed over there one time.
September 28th.
Hopefully he'll answer me back here pretty quick.
Well, let us know what he says. October 1st is the first Tuesday of October. We plan on having October meeting right here, a November meeting right here, and then we'll probably skip at least December and January.
You wanna continue to do that?
What's that?
Skip December and January.
No, we need to have a little holiday get together.
Yeah, that's what we did last year. Instead of having a club meeting, we just had a holiday
the-
meal.
We had like a dinner.
At the cutting board,
Yeah,
but-
had
Right.
a meal, yeah.
That works for me if everybody else wants to do the same.
For that.
Where would y'all wanna do that? Since we're looking ahead.
Well, the guys at the Mellow Mushroom wanted us, there for meetings, right? They said they give us parking places and stuff, so they might help us out with a dinner.
Yeah, the guy that manages it said to us, was it the last cruise in?
I think so.
He said he's got a big room, we can have front parking just for our cars and the room to ourselves.
That was for a
Wow.
meeting, so we'd have to talk to them about,
He doesn't care, probably wouldn't care. If we, you know, I mean, we're not gonna be playing instruments or anything, we shouldn't bother anybody.
that's a possibility.
We
So
can have Johnny Cobb come.
Yeah.
We got 2 more meetings to figure out where we can have something in December. Okay, October 5th is the Davis Street United Methodist Church Car Show. And also in Wendell, is that near Raleigh, Josh?
I think so.
Yeah, it's over in Nightdale.
Yeah, it's near Nightdale going towards Raleigh.
Yeah.
That's the one where they had the
That's-
street festival last year,
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
that we all liked so good.
Mhm.
That's also another club check, if you have the most.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Done over 12.
It's like
12
12
cars.
cars,
Right.
it'd be like 250 bucks.
We got it last year.
We
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there may be some people that wanna stay in town to go to the Davis Street show. And then there's some that may wanna go to this Corvettes and Classics in Wendell.
Is Davis is the one that, David won year before last, I think.
Used to be George's son Brent Mansfield used to organize the show.
Oh, yeah.
And Brent told me that when he said, I think that the best car here is that red convertible Camaro, which David eventually won, they were very upset with him over that. And Brent had run the show for years. And so he said, all right, then you take it.
Wasn't that the show at the church behind McDonald's?
It is.
It's down the road from McDonald's, yeah.
That's the one
Yeah,
you're talking about, that church again?
yeah.
You remember,
Well, they
the
had
guy
the cars
the
all
guy
the
who
way around.
organized it last year.
What do they call it, vendors and
Vendors and
tenders?
vendors. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
saying that we lost a lot of cars because of that Camaro becoming the number one.
That Camaro wins a lot of best of shows.
That car was a lot
It
of
does.
trucks, period.
Yeah.
So there's,
I mean-
I didn't see a problem. I think what they didn't like is they wanted a classic.
Yeah,
to
that's
win it.
what it was.
And there were some classics that could have won it, for sure. It just happened that more people liked
That
it.
was the show that had both that Charger, Hemi Charger, and Roadrunner, that looked like they came off the showroom floor.
Oh, that's when he got his t-shirt.
That's why I
Yeah,
was.
because he's on their t-shirt.
Yeah,
Oh boy, that was probably salt in the wound.
Yeah, it was rolling in.
Yeah, that rose in when we got
People are
his
so
t-shirt.
finicky.
They put his shirt, and we put on that shirt. That was just, yeah.
So does that mean that show's out?
So maybe we should boycott that show.
No,
Well,
George,
if we have
George
a
is still a
chance
part
to-
of it.
If we have a chance to get that club
George
money, we
is
could
still
That's
a
a
part of
good,
the
that's a good
show.
show.
I mean, we still have
It's a
next
good show.
year's, insurance to
Worry
think
about.
about for the next year's cruising season.
Yeah.
So,
Corvettes and classics.
Yep.
Defined
And that was
in
actually,
classics.
that was actually a
Is
good
anybody
show.
welcome?
It really
Everybody's
was.
welcome.
Yeah, it's everybody and anybody, and that show was actually a really good show.
It
It is.
was.
It had stuff, we walked around
We
the
did.
shop, and,
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a
They-
good time.
They had the show was here at the Chevrolet dealership, and then you walk down across the railroad tracks, and they were having a street festival.
Street festival.
Down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stopped at that
Did I
restaurant,
go
Big
to that?
Pizza and all that
No.
stuff.
Oh, that's why.
But it was fun.
I think you're in the Stampede.
We all enjoyed it, those of us that went. We had a large crowd.
We did, we took up the whole line
Yep.
up through there.
Well, I don't know, whether, which one I'll go to, but I would imagine there's quite a few that wanna go to this one in Wendell, right?
I know, Crystal's talking right about that, you know, winning that money. Cause it's like $200 or $250 if you bring 12 cars or more.
Yeah.
Well, let's see,
Wendell.
of the people that are here, who would wanna go to that?
To which one?
To Wendell.
Oh, yeah.
The Wendell Show.
Because there's no sense of wasting our time if we can't, because we went through this.
We
It's
did.
not really wasting our time, it's a car show, that's what we do, but,
Yeah, 100%, I can go with
okay.
Yeah, I
You
go.
gonna be available? You don't know?
that. You don't know if he'll be off or not, so.
Patrick, you don't know if you'll be available?
Yeah, I raised my hand. Yeah, I'd go wherever the club wants to go.
What about Spencer, will he come along?
That's a good question. I guess possible.
All right, so we got, George, you're going to Davis Street, you're part of that show.
Okay, so it's kind of
If I go- if I have a car, I probably go to Wendell,
Yeah?
yeah.
And if I need to, I can drive. I mean, cause I'm a member too, so I can always bring.
Drive one of Gary's cars.
We got plenty.
That's all for us, you volunteer Gary's cars.
Maybe,
Wait, don't you have a second one?
Yeah, he won't let nobody drive.
He won't let me.
Does anybody have two
I just wanted to
Corvettes?
sit in it and he's like,
Yeah,
no.
he won't let nobody drive.
I have one.
I can take your Corvette.
Yeah.
You could rent a mid-engine. That weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Oh.
I guarantee you would win.
Has anybody ever won a car show with a rental car?
Yeah,
So I
right.
was just thinking, wouldn't that be great?
That would be funny.
I guess you'd have to leave the
Back when
trophy in the back.
Back when the
seat.
GT350
Sponsored by
came out
National.
first,
What?
people used to rent those, go race them at the weekend and then bring them back up.
Oh, yeah, the Hearst ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to rent them and go race
That'd be
them.
awesome.
Rent them and go race them for the weekend.
And a few of those engines supposedly disappeared too. We
Yeah.
put a new engine in.
Ray, would you be able to go?
Yeah.
Josh and Crystal, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gary?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, you might
I
go.
might be going to Stampede, I don't know yet.
5, 6.
But if I don't, I'll definitely go to that.
9. If he doesn't go, that's 9.
Okay.
And then he's up in there.
Yeah.
You gotta have how many?
Well,
I think it's 12.
Okay.
Well, then we can call Mike Johnson.
well, if Spencer can go,
We'd have
then
3
that's
in our van.
10, yeah.
And then we can get with Mike.
Yeah.
See,
Mike.
And Pete might be able to go.
I think Mike went last year, or we talked to him, he said he wasn't able to go.
Mike
last
went.
year.
Yeah, he did
Mike
go
went last year.
Mike
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Well,
I
we
wonder if
texted
Kevin
him.
might be.
Yeah.
Hey, John went last year.
What about the nice lady with the Corvette? The,
I haven't seen her in
Seen her.
forever.
yeah.
Last time I saw her, we were still doing a cruise in over at, Academy.
Which one?
The lady with the yellow
Yellow
Corvette.
She drove through Holly Hill.
You talking about the older black lady?
Yes.
Yeah.
I talked to her, she hadn't been able to do anything because she had back surgery.
Oh, wow.
She came through the cruise
Yeah.
in, last cruise in.
I saw her drive through. I didn't get
Yeah,
to
she wasn't
see
able to get out of her car, and she said she just rode through a dirty car, but
Yeah.
she had back surgery. And
She
she had,
always says her cars are always dirty.
Daniel's
Yeah.
a maybe,
but she had back
You're a
surgery. She
maybe.
wasn't able to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I'd
that's a
let you know
possibility.
before
I would say that my brother is probably a maybe because in the morning, you know,
Yeah.
having shingles, it's really hard on him, but he's a maybe, so.
And Pete will probably go if he doesn't have to work that day.
So we got Pete and Mike and Kevin.
Might be able to get Brian to go.
Oh,
With
that'd be
some-
nice, yeah.
Some lake fun, maybe.
Yeah. Well, shoot, I mean, that's what, 14 right there, if all that works
Then you
out.
can talk to Cook, see if he wants
Yeah,
to go.
Cook.
Oh, David Cook would probably go.
He liked that show, cause
Yeah.
I remember he liked that one,
Yeah.
He would probably go.
the little general store that had the
He can talk
milkshakes.
Crystal, go walking and shopping.
Yeah, 'cause he's all about that milkshake.
He was all about that milkshake.
Yeah.
So do you wanna ask him?
Yeah, I'll text him,
Okay,
text him tonight.
Okay.
alright.
Cool, yeah, that'd be good to
Okay,
get that.
I'm pretty sure I get to go, or,
Yeah, plenty of time.
you know, I'll let y'all know.
You gonna plan a place to
Can you
meet?
schedule a sick day?
how long does it take to get there, Josh? 60 minutes?
It's
It's
about
just
an hour.
over an hour.
Yeah.
It's just on the other side of
And
Raleigh.
what time does it
Like an hour,
start?
15 minutes.
Yeah.
8, I think it's 8
Uh,
o'clock.
I
I've got
think
the
we got
flyer.
there around
It's
8 o'clock
I
last
think
year.
it is 8.
Yeah.
Or it was a little bit before 8 o'clock last year we
Yeah.
got there.
You gotta say cruise control about 80.
So we're heading towards I guess we're talking Sheets and Mebane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it met last.
Like it's 7.
Yeah.
6:45?
6:45, something like that, leave by 7.
6:45, Sheets and Mebane. Okay,
You know, Lonnie, if we support his car show, he might ride with us to that, take his 65.
I ain't never seen Lonnie go to a car show that far away.
Nah, he won't drive that
I
far.
ain't never
No,
seen him go that
yeah,
far
I
away.
seen, he drove it all the way to Lexington.
He told me
Went
he
to a
won't.
car show at the barbecue festival in
Yeah.
Lexington.
You know, he drove his Rolls
Yeah,
Royce.
and he drove, yeah.
Or the
he-
Porsche.
Or the
Or a
Porsche.
Porsche.
Yeah, I mean, he drove that all the way, like I said, he drove that 65, he was in Lexington.
Really?
I got it fixed.
So, I mean, I know he-
That's an hour at least, at
Yeah,
least.
he said he drove, I've seen him.
I didn't
Maybe
think
you
he
could-
drove it that far.
I didn't either, but I went to the barbecue festival and he was at the barbecue festival.
Cause we was at Academy Sports when he first got it being painted and
Yeah.
everything, and he's
Yeah.
having a problem with it.
well, wait a minute, if you go to the Stampede, there's still 3 more cars that.
2 more cars.
he's
No,
got-
3, you're right, yeah, 3.
Maybe you could just leave the keys somewhere.
Sure.
Yeah, he's like locked up in
Nobody
the
has
house.
to get it, even if my wife doesn't know she's gonna go.
No, I don't wanna have to go through her.
Especially in
I
stress.
don't wanna do
What are you
that.
talking about?
We're with the heat, we come for the cars.
Can you imagine?
But she might say, you can get
She
by
might-
my hair.
exactly.
Yes,
Here's
she
the
might.
biggest out.
Well, she's had it in the yard one day, and she goes, you know, you can get rid of that one, you can get rid of this one. She said, you can keep the Buick, I like that one, but the rest of them you
You
can
can
get
get
rid of.
rid of.
Awesome, we can help her right out with that. Say, hey, Gary's out of town, he told us to come by and pick up a couple copies.
I got room for another Corvette at the house.
Price is right, I'll sell it to you.
Yeah, right.
Hey, you're gonna leave now.
Yeah, for a fee, anything is
Yeah, what
possible.
do you know, yeah.
Bring your permit to the next one.
I wanted to say a few things about F-Body. I think there's several people that are interested in going. And if you haven't been, George, have you ever been to F-Body? It's
Right down.
Chevy, GM,
You've been through,
Camaro.
you know where that caboose is?
It's at Myrtle
It
Beach.
keeps a place.
It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday event, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got everybody on one side with a,
Classic.
classic
Yeah.
car.
Oh, and they
Yeah,
also
there's
have,
a car there.
It showed that do the
it's
same time.
Yep.
really
Cruising the beach.
huge
Yeah,
event.
Frisco Beach, yeah.
And of course, Ray, if you're interested in bringing your Corvette, you would be, it's a great time. We're going to, Dawn and Josh and I are going to rent like a little house. You've been there, right?
No, we never did make it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't make it.
Well, it's North Myrtle Beach. It's 1 block from the water. And I ran this by Crystal, and she took it and ran with it. She's got some excellent ideas. We would like to have a lunch get-together, and we would buy the food. She would cook the food, so you don't have to worry about me. Because I suggested me, and she said, let me do that. So, yeah,
So I
so,
volunteered my services.
Good.
Now you mentioned cooking food, Josh is going, no.
Well, last time you cooked the chicken, he fell asleep and burned
I
the crap
did.
out of the chicken.
Don't worry.
She just burns the.
Well, the cookout at the house was
It
good
happens.
though.
It
Huh?
happens.
The cookout at the house was good though.
It was good.
It
yeah,
happens.
that turned
That's
out
good.
real nice.
It happens to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
So, that would be Friday at noon. You know, I don't know what days we're
Friday
going,
is, yeah, okay, go ahead.
because the car show is Saturday.
Yeah, but, yeah, they do the autocross and stuff Friday too.
Is noon in the middle of,
Yeah, well, they're having it at the Speedway, and they're actually having laps on the Speedway.
Yeah, I think they said they was gonna do the autocross in the
Yeah,
middle.
autocross in the middle, and then actual like parade laps. on the
Yeah,
So
so
what
we,
time does that get over with?
it's all day.
Early afternoon, I think.
Yeah, it's an all-day thing.
well, it doesn't have to be noon. We could figure out a time.
We could
that-
do later in the
We
afternoon,
can do it at supper.
or early supper. Cause we have
Do
the
like 5
meet and
o'clock?
greet at, the Hooters
Hooters
starts
Thursday.
at,
That's
Well, that's
Thursday.
Thursday.
Seven?
That's Thursday.
I thought
That's
that was
Thursday.
Friday.
Yeah,
Oh,
meet and greet is
Thursday.
Thursday.
You gotta be there Thursday, like
Okay.
5 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, we got there at 4 o'clock and it was already starting to fill up.
yeah, we usually head down.
We're going in the morning Thursday,
Well,
so.
we'll be there too.
So we'll just have to work out a time, but we would like to do that, and, for everybody that goes, and we could have it right there at the house, and, nobody would bother us to be inside, the air conditioning, whatever, so. Keep that in mind.
Now, is that the same one that they had at Broadway last year?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's
Have
two,
your Firebird.
Yeah, you
two
can
car
go.
shows
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Rick came down.
What about the
Yeah.
Firebird?
Your Firebird able to make that one?
Yeah, it probably would make it down there since I got the freeze plug.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you ever been? Oh, it's
It's
awesome.
It's a great show.
Oh, yeah.
They got some really nice Firebirds out
Oh,
there
my
too.
gosh.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some around the age of yours.
Oh,
that
what was it?
People have resto modded and things like that.
What was the place we went to eat?
Paula Dean's.
Have you ever been to that place? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they put all the food in the center with the Lazy Susan thing.
Yeah.
And you spin it around and get all your stuff. They have the full course meal.
That's kinda like the Hillbilly Highway, is
Yeah.
they just start putting it on a little thing, they stole them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kinda like a train using an elephant on there.
All right, so we, it's about 8 o'clock and they close at 8, so we gotta.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up.
Patrick, do you have an update from Lonnie?
I do have one update, but I don't understand why he dropped me. It's like, I asked him the first question, is it still happening on the 28th of Granddad's? Yes, it is. I haven't got much help. That's all he said.
Oh.
And then I asked him several questions, like, what's it for? Is it benefiting anyone? What time does it start and end? Yeah, hasn't answered me back. I just texted him right after he answered me. And now it's been 10 minutes since he,
Well,
So I could
if we-
Just throw it up on
Yeah.
the WhatsApp when you find something out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I would
that's
say,
all right.
well, that's what we was talking about, it was gonna probably hurt him a lot, because it's doing the same day as the hospital.
Yeah,
well, if y'all wanna, when we leave, go outside, I can call him and put him on speakerphone if y'all, whoever wants to huddle around, hear what he says.
Okay.
that's fine.
Call them now.
Well, we gotta
That's
get out
fine,
of here.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta get out of here, it's the only thing.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, if you wanna do it.
Most people need to take a trophy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Help yourself to the trophies.
That's,
Bring it to me.
I don't wanna take it back home.
It's sitting underneath the desk in my office.
It's one of those two, yeah.
Yeah.